Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he breaks into the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That's caught. It's Robinson. On the move in the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's aid.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On second down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Coffee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball down the field anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now improvising. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevenson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow him down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to.
It's a fumble! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football and knocking it out and then falling on a massive fumble recovery.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. They'll give him a couple. That leaves them with 3rd and 8.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They move the tight end all over. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Gets it out quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It's caught. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On second down, wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Reacted well to the tip and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. What a snag by the defense. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
I just don't know how you go wrong with more speed on the field in third down situations. You go dime, you bring 6 defensive backs on the field. Now not only do you have better guys to cover, but when that QB goes into scramble mode, I got a bunch of fast little guys that can catch him, get on the ground, set up the fourth down and short.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense set on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Going up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Monroe. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room.
Brought down near the 6-yard line.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd you're trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the right. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
he'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able...
Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 8 over Texas Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Picks up 1. Offense facing 4th down.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last one.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the...
And he throws another interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. Down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 49, Memphis 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to move ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we